in the service, so. But that was.
Yep, years ago.
Yeah, and I tried to do whatever was best.
Yeah.
I worked extra to try to cover it.
Still sad to see something that's been there for 30 plus years.
Just poof, gone.
Just gone.
Yeah, crushing them into pieces.
In an hour.
Yeah, it won't take them long.
No.
And they don't need a really big machine.
No.
If you didn't realize everything was temporary, you're not paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Including when they took down John Moses, which was up.
Well, that was.
Took them.
That took a whole summer for them to do that. I love when the
ball would bounce.
The ball would bounce off the side, and it's like, how am I gonna break this?
Didn't even crack the paint.
No.
It was like, check that out. Yeah.
They had to really swing that thing hard for it to even start cracking, and it just a series over time.
But it took a very long time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure when they took the Pride building down at Grand Forks, it was the same type
I bet,
of thing.
yeah. They demoed that sucker.
Well, when they imploded the missile sites, it's, there you are.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, they're built pretty solid, so everything's temporary. Jeez, you did.
Should have sold them people.
Huh?
Should have just sold them people.
I don't know. There's a procedure, and if nobody's paying rent at some point, they have to go through the process. Well, remember they destroyed that other one. They destroyed one up by Delta there. And I don't care how ready it is. It's like, damn,
Could put water tanks in the stinking things, made them water tanks.
Yeah, this worked out.
Of course, they're already leaking in, I'm sure. Hunts for Grand Forks probably were.
But Jen was upset there was extra moisture coming out the bottom of her air conditioner. I said,
Jen, it's like
the humidity
Florida.
is so high.
Actually, it was worse than Florida.
Yeah, the humidity was so high.
Which is odd how North Dakota can get dew points that are higher than Florida.
Yeah.
Which is, I can't not quite understand that. It could have been that tropical storm feeding all. I think it was feeding all the moisture up here. But, it's kind of almost typical for this time of year, though. So I don't know if cold went through last night or something. I know they had storms down south by Bismarck and stuff that were severe, but it sure dropped dew points quite a bit. And they're down like, I think they're 59 in the house, which is a big jump from 68 it was last night, and a big jump from 74 like they were yesterday. Or like in rugby when we went by, it was 78. It was like, ugh. It's like Vietnam in the summer.
Yeah.
Jamaica in the summer.
What?
Jamaica in the summer.
Boy, that's hot. But Florida in August is about as bad as it gets. I think it's just absolutely brutal. Why didn't you want? I hated Florida. Julie and Joe were saying, well, we liked it when we went down here in February. Well,
February it's not so bad.
Probably okay, but I wasn't forced to go down there.
It was like
trying to force me to go down there in August.
When it's 60 and 70, it's probably not so bad.
Yeah, but when your humidity, your dew point is 70-80% or something like that, and the temperature 98 or something.
Well, like the classic joke is July and August in Miami. You take a shower on Monday, Friday you're still not dry.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you should have seen me trying to wash and dry clothes down there in Pensacola.
Well, at least Pensacola's a little farther up.
Still though.
Yeah.
It was brutal. I hated every minute of it. That was such a hard class, so fast. Managed to pass, certified, and then never got to work it again. But that was going to be my ticket to a big job, but it didn't work out that way. And that's okay. I'm so much glad we're over here instead of over there. I don't really like Grand Forks that much, but I like it better than Fargo because I know it better than Fargo.
Yeah.
But do I want to be there? No. boy, does it have a lot of trees.
Yeah, I was surprised about that. I was really surprised. Is it just the river? There's that much moisture there?
Yeah, it's got it's.
Although it does seem like they have more storms over there than we do.
It's okay. They can keep them. I don't want them. 150,000 miles. I guess you better trade it.
Yeah, right. If we can get another 100,000 out of it, I'd be happy. I need to get like red.
Well, it's a good time to find out stuff.
I told you yesterday.
I didn't get half and half either. I was so exhausted when I got home.
Yeah, I know you're tired. It's crazy.
Walmart.
Yeah.
And I got back and tried to lay down the rest. Your sister came in and got in an argument.
Yeah, she
with Mom
harassed about the
and went crazy. You know, and stuff like that. And I was trying to get a nap so I wouldn't collapse.
Yep.
But that's what she was doing at that moment in time.
She's pretty used to that by now.
Well, it's pretty hard when you're dead tired to deal with that.
I get you. I hear you.
Huh?
I hear you on that one.
And then she's like, well, give me $100. I'm like, again? Yeah. You're so independent.
So I can blow through it again.
Yeah.
In 5 minutes.
Well, I'm so independent. I went, good. That's good.
Yeah, she has already told me that I owe her money too. Yeah, like I have so much too.
Unlimited supply.
Oh, apparently, yeah.
Okay, well, as long as you know you got unlimited.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, great problems.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it would.
Well, it's a full-size cab and a full-size bed, so it gets to be kind of long.
Yeah. 2 days, you know. If we leave Livingston, we get to the hotel on Friday night. Then we'd be home on Saturday.
And if we do everything,
if we, I don't know what the dates on hotels are. If we leave Saturday morning, then we get to the hotel Saturday morning or Saturday night in Miles City.
We don't get back to Monday.
If we leave the hotel on Saturday morning, we get to Miles City Saturday night. We're home Sunday.
I don't know what it says.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember either. Because if we're leaving Sunday,
yes,
and we get to
Monday.
Yeah, we get there Monday night. We have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday.
That's something. It depends.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Limited time.
Yeah.
Now he's got the altimeter and all the other stuff he didn't have with Jason. I don't think Jay wanted that.
Yeah.
supposed to rain, but it didn't. A couple drops. So
I think there's still a chance for it, but nothing heavy. That's what they're going to be trying to see tonight. So they're going up to scout it at 9 or 8. Should be seeding just a little bit after 9. They said.
They're expecting something tonight?
No, they're going to seed for the mosquitoes.
Oh, tonight?
All right.
Supposed
to be tonight after 9.
And today is Wednesday, right?
No, today's Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay.
I think they either seeded the base last night or they're seeding the base tomorrow night.
Sprayed it.
Yeah, whatever. Who knows? So I said if you have a sensitivity to stuff, you should go inside at 9.
Stay inside.
So they're on base. They said they recommend pets stay indoors at least an hour after spraying.
Yep.
Although they didn't say that for Minot. For Minot. I was like, okay.
Maybe they're going to spray the base heavier.
Don't seriously.
No, actually they do fog the flight line quite often. I've been out there where the guy had to wear a complete suit, but we didn't get one. We're cops. You got double pneumonia. It's 120 below wind chill. Get on that. Get out there and get that bomber secured. Just a 100 below is no big deal.
Because they're really going to come out there and mess with the
Russians are going to mess with
at
the
120 below.
Yeah, not likely. Nobody's going to be out there except the cops.
Yeah, nobody else. Absolutely nobody. None. Well, I really hope those people storm Area 51. That would be funny to watch. There's so many memes on there already now about like people going, I'm just going to go to get on top of that hill to watch them as they come across the border.
Well, you know, they could test a Moab or an air fuel bomb just to knock their butt down. Ken said they don't even have to do that. Just have an two A-10s circling. No. Better yet. B1 treetop level full afterburner.
Oh God, yeah.
Mach whatever.
They have F-16s there.
I know, but it's
Let
not.
them fly those suckers treetop level.
B1 with 4 afterburning jets. So boom. Hi there. Just thought we'd say hi. In case you missed the fact that you're not smart.
Well, so maybe we need to test some of that technology that they have out there.
Masers.
No. Some of those little hover thingies and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like a hovering B2 would be cool to see. Look, we got a hovering B2. It just hovers. Yeah. Do we have that technology yet? We must, right?
I'm sure we got all kinds of stuff.
Oh, I'm sure we do.
Especially.
You know, there's a reason why they call this stuff experimental. Kind of like the F-22 or the F-35. It was experimental. Still is experimental.
You know what they're talking about?
Billions of dollars later, it's still experimental.
They're gonna get the souped up F-15s.
Yeah, I know.
F-15X, that's probably a good idea.
Because they can't get the F-35 to work.
Should have built a bunch of F-22s then.
Yeah, but why would we want to do that?
Well, it made sense. That's why we didn't do it.
This is why we don't do things, so they make sense.
Yeah.
We got to make it so technologically advanced we can't. Kind of like the Germans, like the Nazis. They're so technologically advanced we can't make any of them.
Or it won't work because it's too sophisticated.
The Tiger II was such a sophisticated tank and such heavy so full of advancements. But we can't produce any of them.
But the T-whatever it was.
T-34.
Did just fine.
Yeah. The T-34 was the AK-47 of World War II.
It was
basically
tough.
They could make tons of them.
And they had plenty of...
They were just enough.
Just enough and a lot of...
To damage the sidle armors or the tracks or whatever. They had nothing against those frontal armors. That frontal armor, never. The regular Tiger 1, the frontal armor... Oh yeah, it was great. Unless you dropped like a bomb on it from a plane or something. Problem is the engines were totally unreliable. Of course, what they were trying to power too.
Trying to drive a bunker around.
Pretty much. I was reading a lot of things that there's a lot of things that Hitler approved that about a couple weeks later the Minister of Armor was canceled because there's just no way they could produce any of that.
Yeah. How's that going? It's still being...
It's not being worked on anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, me Fuhrer. It's too costly to our war effort to make this crap. It's a good idea, but we can't do it at this point.
Well, if it had stayed out of everybody else's business, just been mellow.
Yeah, and then didn't execute a whole bunch of their own people.
Well, if it had just been mellow, trying to take care of Germany and stay out of everybody else's business, they'd have been fine.
Yeah.
They could have built up a
the most stupidest thing they ever did, and I will say the most stupidest thing they ever did, other than killing a whole bunch of Jews, is attacking Russia.
You're never going to win.
That was the absolute stupidest move that Hitler ever did.
If you don't get it done the first year, you're never.
You know what he should have done is, okay, if he didn't like Russia so bad, he should have taken out Europe and then gone after Russia.
Well,
don't fight two wars. You can't fight two wars on two fronts. You've got to be crazy. Actually, three fronts.
Our defense strategy.
Actually, three fronts, but
our defense strategy used to be the ability to support two major.
Guess what? We had nukes. They didn't have nukes.
Two major wars, one in Europe and one in Asia, and half a reserve in the States. That's the way we used to build.
That's good when you have a large country that can back that up.
We don't build like that anymore.
Well, duh.
You know, that's why everything's closed down and gotten rid of. But we'll see. We don't want to have to play those.
When you have a large country and large military and large territory, you can do that kind of crap.
And a lot of defending.
When you don't have a large military and a large this and a large that and a large...
Short on resources.
Problem is, the other thing was wrong with Germany is none of their war production or any type of their production during their entire time were they ever trying to produce as much as their military actually needed.
Well, they couldn't. They didn't have the resources.
Well, even if they did have the resources, they were not building like they were during World War I for war production. They just didn't. I mean, forget the bombing of their factories and everything else that was going on as well, but they just never were in that war mode to produce, you know, like some of these other countries were in war mode production.
Well, us and Russia had a big advantage.
I mean, maybe after the invasion, maybe they were in that war mode production, but by then there was so much equipment lost and materials lost, they just didn't have anything left.
We're getting there.
Yeah. They said in a couple more days, they said at the end of this week, they said it could be done.
Well, it won't be done, but it might have.
Good chunk would open, maybe.
Yeah.
They just have this chunk open.
It would be nice.
It'd be really helpful.
Way nice.
Which honestly, they're not that far from that.
No.
It's 9 inches thick for that concrete.
Not counting the base on.
So they're actually exceeding what the highway department recommends because it said this is a U.S. highway, it has to meet the highway code.
Yep.
And so they're actually exceeding it, planning for the future.
Well, this is the most busiest road in town.
Okay. I'm assuming they're going after that guy.
Or
he's broken down.
It looks like he's calling it in. He's got front end damage.
Maybe he's got some damage there.
Maybe he's running from somebody, or that's previous damage.
I wonder if that previous there. I don't know.
Something they didn't like.
So, somebody slammed into him or something and fled.
I don't know. They're going to tear down that bar because they're building a new bar behind it.
Oh, they're tearing down the original?
Because that new two-story building behind it is the new original.
Oh, lovely.
So then they can have little parties in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Be great for welcome homecoming.
Yeah.
Of course, they don't need us anymore, so that's okay.
Yeah, they say that, and then they'll need us. If they ever shut that Explorer program down, they'll need us again.
Bad.
Problem is, I just don't know how much long even if they did need us, I don't know how much longer any of us could really do too much more of it.
Getting too old.
Yeah.
Too old and too messed up.
Yeah.
Well, none of us are getting any stronger.
God, no. Everything hurts more. Even me. It's like...
I think even Rachel's starting to feel the rage.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure everybody is.
everybody in the world is here.
Oh, yeah, free food, I suppose. Why would that be?
Should have brought that stuff for Bill.
Whatever.
See if there's a place to park in this part of the state. Or not.
Drop me off the front door. Just go in. Oh, man.
You have to be able to get to it.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I get it.
You see how they're parked? I can't get to it. I
Yeah,
can't get into it. I
I
can't
know.
get out of it. So.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see, we're going to park here because it's about the only place we can get. The car doesn't look like it's in the best of shape.
I don't know if the room looks like it's in the best of shape there.
May not be.
I don't know if we can park here or not.
Yeah, we can park here.
Okay. Definitely lock it.
Yeah, it doesn't look the most pleasant.
It's kind of weird. It could have been that hot. Could have been that hot. It's just surprising. We've had it hotter than that.
I know, but it's the right temperature and humidity, whatever.
Bathroom is teeny.
Old too.
I mean, I thought the one at our villa was small. Holy, that is small and tight. Tight on a good day.
Menards is still open. I need to go look for a filter. I think we're going to go around this.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do 3,000 messages now. Not all of them from John. No.
Parking lot, and that's the new bar.
Oh, wow.
They'll have a huge parking lot.
Yeah.
You usually end up parking all the way down here anyway. I'm guessing, I don't know.
it says Marine Area 51 because that's where they keep all the McDonald's ice cream machines. when you have toe cramps.
Oh, those can be entertaining.
They're not like hurt. They're just like uncomfortable.
No, sometimes it can really be
Oh yeah.
very unpleasant.
Up in your potassium content.
Bravo.
Don't know. I swear it's a KZ.
Well, I couldn't find a filter in there.
Okay.
So it must be a Walmart.
KB0KZ-1. It was right in there. KB0KZ-1. I swear.
Maybe I left it on in one of the vehicles.
I swear. That's what it said.
Well, -1 is the Jeep.
Yeah.
Check it on your phone. Let's see what you see. Well, I did drive the Jeep today. Maybe I forgot to turn it off.
Yes, I do.
I left it on the Jeep then when I drove over the store.
That house
seems to be a problem.
Well, it just seems like it's working.
Yeah, well, that's okay. You're buying batteries, though.
For now, ours is running right now.
Well, I'll take care of that. First, I'm going to go by Walmart and look for a filter. I can't remember what type of
air cleaner you use?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Holmes, maybe?
Probably. So we should just buy, like me and Jen have, then we don't just buy a new filter shirt, but
when you see it, that's what they have on sale.
Yeah.
When they rotate the stock and they don't want that model on the shelf too.
Yeah.
Puts you in a jam.
Yep.
They might have them at Menards, but that particular series of things was empty. So I'm thinking those stores are not big. I'll have to figure out where they moved them to Walmart. I used to know where stuff halfway was, but now they've moved everything again. Might even have one in the house somewhere. I probably bought the spare. But I have no idea where it's at. So. Coming back. Somebody's cutting me with a knife in my muscles.
Every time I get an interesting feeling down there, I wonder if it's a hernia or not.
No, these are like in here.
Oh.
Like somebody's cutting.
I get the feeling like right here sometimes. It comes and goes, and I wonder about it.
It's sharp, but it feels like somebody's cutting you with a knife.
I don't know if it'd be a knife, but it's painful right here.
No, it's real precise.
Yeah. Well, yeah, mine's like right in this one little area, like right here, and it hurts really bad. Like I don't want to say knife, but it hurts like the kind of pain you get out of a cramp, but it's on a cramp. And it comes, it doesn't always there, but it's like, it's only like when I sit like this in a vehicle, like I get it sometimes when I sit here, if I sit here for a long time in the truck or in the van or something, I'll get it, and I just out of nowhere, I used to get it a lot, and it kind of comes and goes. It's just weird. I just have to straighten my leg out a few times, but I stand up and it goes away. You know, if you stand up, does it go away?
Depends.
I don't know if it's a circulation issue or just a muscle issue.
It's just the nerves are fried.
Well, it could be that too.
Yeah. It's called peripheral neuropathy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, if you didn't clear it within 6 months coming back from NOM, it doesn't count.
Right. Yeah. Cows can fly. Boy, cows can fly. It just takes a tornado to pick them up.
Well, maybe at some point they'll realize it is a problem. They've already got it, but, you know.
And that's a lot, that thing for the Navy guys. I wonder if Rick would count.
Yeah, probably when he was off the shore. I'm doing, I don't know if his pride will let him.
Probably not.
Hopefully not. Yeah, they didn't have these at all at Menards, but they might have had them, but they couldn't tell by their codes whether they were supposed to be there or not. They couldn't figure out when they moved the air cleaners out or the filters. So that was leftover stuff from the 100-year thing at the park. It's kind of nice.
That was like, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
Still tasted fresh.
Yep.
Chocolate cake was really good.
I maybe should have got that, but I didn't.
Okay. Ice cream was good too.
Yeah.
Storms are either up in Canada, down south by Bismarck, or south of Dickinson, or in eastern Montana. Nothing closer, even though it looks kind of like it could rain in a moment type thing. Fine, actually. It's just every day afterwards I just couldn't sleep the whole time we were there. Interesting how pulse ox made it back then. I'd probably been like going, whoa.
What would we have done about it?
Didn't have any medical troubles at the time. And the best would have been to find some place maybe would have had those canned things there if we'd have known even. Mm-hmm. Which might have helped for some stuff. I don't know what would help me get to sleep or not. Sure would help walking in some places. But didn't know anything about pulse ox back then. I never even heard it.
I didn't pay attention to any of it. There's Bill leaving.
Oh, hold on.
No, it's okay. I don't know what it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You can use it though, right? Okay. Whatever it does, you're welcome.
All right, thank you.
He knew what it was.
Yeah. I mean, all I knew was because I've seen people using the lid stuff, so immediately I knew what it was when Jen showed it, and I was like, that ain't gonna work for you, Jen.
Oh, there you are. Huh?
It's always fun, isn't it?
Yeah. There you are. All right, I'm going to drive by and see how the van's doing. So I missed a phone call, and I think I probably turned the ringer down because I do that for work. And I might have missed a phone call that the van is ready. So let's go check on the van. See how it's doing. If it's not, I'll try and get it tomorrow. It would be nice if it was done.
out my savings, I guess.
No. Although sometimes drawing it down sounds like it might make sense in a weird sort of way.
Drawing out my savings?
No. I still think having it for an emergency is a very smart idea. I don't think taking it out's a good idea, but I sometimes get tempted. Every time they say, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just saying, really? Why does everything have to be a pain?
Yeah.